You've been looking for a new job and you don't know where to start. What job titles do you even look at? Is this even for you? That salary looks amazing, right? If you're in this rut, I've been there too. You probably have maybe 27 tabs open, 12 half written resumes, and you're exhausted before you even hit apply. Meanwhile, someone with half your experience just landed your dream job. Do you want to know the difference? They didn't start where you're starting. And the next maybe 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly what they did, including the AI prompts that cut my job search from 6 months to 6 weeks. Fully remote, six-figure salary. Let's get into it. Let's do a quick check. What's your current job search vibe? A, 27 taps of chaos. B, crying in the car. C, you haven't started, you're too scared or anxious. Or D, you're actually doing okay. Drop your letter in the comments. No judgment, we've all been there. I've seen all the Reddits, the tweets, the X's. Do we say X's now? I don't know. The threads, the LinkedIn post about people spending months looking for jobs, getting ghosted, not making it to the final round. 2 years ago, I was laid off. I used to work in talent acquisition. I literally helped people get jobs for a living. And there I was laid off. So I had serious imposter syndrome and I decided to take a year off. When I started looking again, I was like, how do I not get in the trap of getting ghosted and applying for jobs for 6 months? But I knew to try some tactics. I also knew I didn't want another work environment that didn't work for me. I had about 3 months before the bills would start becoming a problem. So I leaned into what I told all my previous candidates. Figure out the problem you're solving. Every job is hiring you to solve a problem. The quicker you understand what problem you're solving, the quicker you can get a job. One piece of advice that I've given others and then I took for myself landed me a job within 6 weeks, fully remote, increased my salary. Today, I'm giving you the exact system. It's called Skill First. SKILL. Remember those letters. I'm going to quiz you in about 3 minutes. This comes with AI prompts as well. What I recommend is that you do the work first. As we go through each letter, do the work and then use the AI prompt. The reason why this is the case is because you have the genius. You know exactly who you are, what you need, what you've gone through. You can put that on paper. The AI just refines it for you and kind of attaches the market language to it. Most jobs, over 70% of job descriptions right now, have some type of AI requirements in it. If you haven't used AI, this process also gets you a little bit more comfortable with it, which already raises your value for these jobs. S stands for scan your abilities. Write down everything. The time you fixed the printer, write it. The time you saved your boss from that reply all disaster, write it. The time you saved your company millions, write it. The time you created a TikTok account for your company and got them so many views, write it. The time you made a customer happy, write it. That random Excel thing only you knew, write it. Here's the reason for this. We do so many things in our day to day. We think, oh, we're just doing it, whatever, it's just part of our job. But that is your skill set. That is your genius. So write all of it down. Then once you write it down, go over to your favorite LLM. That could be ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok, whatever your favorite is. Go to it and say, you're a forensic career analyst. Transform my messy work experience into powerful skill evidence. Find the hidden gold everyone else misses. And watch how you go from I help with stuff becomes streamlined operations, reducing processing time by 30%. That's what you want on your resume. That's what gets you a callback. The second letter is K for know. K is for know your transferables. When I did this, I had this aha moment. I've had this very twisty career. I've pivoted a ton of times. I started as a school social worker, and now I'm in SaaS as a change manager and trainer. It might look random if you're just looking at my resume, just hearing me speak randomly, but I do have a through line, and that's what I use in my resume interviews, which land me multiple offers. I've always enjoyed training people. I like supporting people from point A to point B through resourcing and enablement. All of us have a through line. One of them is, I want to get paid, right? But there's probably another thing that you keep getting attracted to. So that's what we want to find out. Once you write down everything from the skill section and then look at it and say, okay, what are my buckets? Take a minute to figure out your buckets, then head over to your favorite LLM and say, map my experiences to high value transferable skills. Show which work across 3 or more industries. Rank by market value in 2025. Now you're not just anything, you're a problem solver who happens to have worked in XYZ industry. Quiz time. What does S stand for in skill? A, search for jobs. B, scan your abilities. C, start your resume. D, stress about everything. If you picked B, you're actually paying attention. I see you. Let's keep going. I is for identify your genius zone. You might be amazing at spreadsheets. You might be amazing at speaking with customers, but do they spark joy? Or does this spark an urge for you to just like fake your death, like high key? Like someone else calls you, pings you for another Excel tactic or insert whatever thing you're really good at, and you're just kind of like, can I do it in less time than they would do it? Yes. Do I want to do this? No. If that is you, keep that in mind, because what we want to find here is your zone of genius. For me, that's training people. It's an absolute yes for me. I love it. I love making sure people understand what resources they have and how to use them. It's like, if you don't know how to fish, it doesn't really matter that the lake is full of fish. You need to know how to fish, so you can actually get the fish and cook the fish. That's where I land. I really love training people. I really love teaching the how. However, I absolutely hate emails. Like, don't email me, like even text messages. It's a struggle, y'all. Okay? So if I'm in a job that a large part of what I do is I need to be on email and responding within 24 hours, it's not going to work. My current job, I have to email my clients, but that's usually when I'm done with a project or I have feedback on a project. I do not have to be emailing them 24/7. If I don't check my email in like 2-3 hours, it's fine. I can check my email twice in a day and everyone is going to be okay. That is where I thrive. If you thrive where you do love sending emails, where you do love updating people all the time, then that's your zone of genius, okay? Asking your favorite LLM, analyze my skills, which represent my genius zone, aka high skill plus energizing, and which are danger zones, high skill but soul crushing. Be brutally honest. Now, this is a tricky one because you can ask the AI, but it's probably just going to pull from where it keeps seeing you show up. You need to guide it a little bit. Actually, for this one, use the dictation feature and talk to the AI and say, these are the jobs I've held, this is where I've really lit up, and these are where I've been drained. Have a conversation, at least have a monologue with the AI so it can actually pull out and give you something real. If not, it's just going to pull from what you've said, and that may not be the most accurate story. This is a really important step because this one distinction saves you from a job that you quit or you're going to hate in the first 3 months once you actually land the job. We don't want that, right? Once you're in the job, we want you to be paid well. We want you to be relatively happy. How happy can you be when you're working? I'm kidding. But we want you to be happy and not having the Sunday scaries. Now, onto the first L. The first L is link. Link to problems you solve. Here's the thing, just don't know your skills because jobs don't pay for just skills. They pay for problems solved. And this is where the human and the AI come together. So what you want to ask your AI, your LLM, is what expensive problems do my genius skills solve? Give me 5 business problems with actual dollar values attached. So what it's going to do is it's going to go from you being good with people to now you're someone who reduces $2 million in annual turnover costs. Which person do you want to hire? Do you want to hire the person who's good with people or the person who reduces $2 million in annual turnover costs? I'm going to go with the person who's saving me $2 million. And you probably are too, right? So make sure that you're using the AI to help you frame what you're doing effectively. The second L is launch your targeted search. Now, we look at actual jobs. The prompt on the screen is, based on my problem-solving profile, suggest 7 job titles I'm built for. Include 2 I'd never think to search and explain the fit. This is how you discover different areas. I just want to caveat here, you're not going to create resumes or start searching for all 7 job titles. Once it gives you those 7 job titles and it explains it, either you can do the initial search for all 7, or you can read through the explanations and maybe pick 5 or pick 4. And then you go on LinkedIn or your favorite job board and start looking for those titles. Because what that does for you, it helps you understand, this is what I gravitate to. Actually, I've read this job description now and know where am I doing this. And from there, we go down to 1 or 2 job titles, and that's where we start formulating our resume, which we'll get into in another video. All right, another quiz. Can you name all 5 components of the framework? S, K, I, L, L. If you got scan, know, identify, link, and launch, comment skill master. If you forgot, that's what the replay button is for. So just rewind this video and watch it over again, all right? I've used this with over 1,000 candidates and they've landed jobs. They've been able to improve their interview rates from 2% to 18%, reduce their time to offer from 6 months down to 8 weeks. 73% landed jobs they didn't even know existed. And here's why I include AI. It's in most job descriptions now. The stat is like over 70% of job descriptions ask you to leverage AI in some way. So while you're learning to find a job, you're also learning the tools of the future. Your turn. Which step will help you the most? A, scan. I don't know what I'm good at yet. B, I need to see my transferables. C, identify. I need to find my genius zone. Or D, you're in the link/launch phase. I'm ready to target specific roles. Drop this tells me what video to make next. And grab the free guide below with all the prompts laid out step by step. Next video, the resume that'll actually get callbacks. But warning, it breaks every rule you've ever been taught. See you there.